Playbill, Playbill.
Coming to Broadway is my dream come true. Actually, I stayed at the Plaza when my first trip to New York City, and I saw my first Broadway show, Cats.
We had an incredible opportunity to do this at Paper Mill, and like Jay Gatsby, he never gives the same party twice. So we are very much looking forward to topping ourselves.
There's two wonderful things about this story that I think resonate for so many people. There's an opulence and a grandiosity about what it is, but also at the heart, at the root of is an intimate, like really painful, beautiful love story. And so on Broadway, we get to expand both of those things.
Basically, audiences can expect more. And I know that's something that people think they're going to see, but what you don't understand is this man has crafted a lot of surprises and a lot of things to see. I'm happy too that I get to add in more dance.
We've gotten to flesh out these characters a little bit because they are only drawn from Nick's perspective in the book. And so we've gotten to sort of put our own spin on it and start to create, the inner lives of what's really going on.
The hard part about Daisy is that she is quite an unlikable character, and my big challenge is, as someone who was kind of a people pleaser, I'm not trying to play Daisy to have her be liked. However, that's a very complex part of who she is and what she believes in about the world and how she sees herself in the world. So the way that Kate writes Daisy gives her more of a chance to explain that about herself.
Tom walks into every room like he owns it. That to me is so foreign to anything I've ever been taught, anything I've ever tried to do as a person. But to get to embody that on stage is just a fascinating thing. It's just an energetic shift.
In my performance of her, I have to be just as unapologetic as she is as a character. If I have any reservations whatsoever, she doesn't work. I can't sell it.
I think what I learned about Nick is he really represents the audience. So when you come into that theater and you see his journey, he is the eyes and ears for all of us watching the show. And that was my biggest takeaway from Paper Mill that I'm going to take with us going to Broadway as well.
Every show we did at Paper Mill felt insane. I think part of it was like the commute and how tired I was, but insane in the best way.
30,000 people saw the piece, and then what usually happens is then you have to wait. And the opportunity for us to immediately jump in, get all that feedback, and start rewriting and taking it to Broadway is just the most exciting feeling I felt in a while.
That first 20 minutes of a musical, that last 10 minutes, you really want to land those moments. And I think that we were able to watch it over and over again and see when the audience really landed in their seats and were leaning forward and ready to engage with us, and it was really consistent.
I mean, a lot of it was, deepening characters, making things more thrilling, more extravagant even at points, because it is opulent. I mean, it's the Great Gatsby after all.
I love the character of Myrtle. I know it's a little different than the book. Kate and Nathan and Jason have expanded her, so she has more of a point of view and you sympathize with her. She's just not one-dimensional. It's some of the most wonderful music I've ever got to sing.
I just read it last week. I read it in high school but didn't get anything out of it. I don't think it's really for kids to read. I think with a little life experience you get a lot more out of it.
I think it also helps that you know who you're writing for. We have such an unbelievable bounty of talent between Jeremy and Eva, Sam, Noah, playing Nick, Sarah Chase, Paul Whitty, Eric Anderson, John. Every single one of them is such a unique talent. The idea that you can write for those voices and really think through what they're going to do really helped us a lot. Yeah.
Oh my God! What are you most excited for?
People to hear you sing?
No, I'm excited for people. Look how pretty he is.
This June, I'm coming up on 10 years on Broadway. And the funny part is the people that put me on Broadway are actually in this room. Mark Bruni, our director of The Great Gatsby, and Jason Hallen, who is on music. So I'll never forget that day. It was a very special day.
Already the characters are wanting to sing, really, it feels like already, and now we're in a musical and now they have the chance to sing.
The Roaring 20s, having dance as a background with that, and the same thing with 2024 now. Everybody knows about dance and movement, so what can we throw in there for people to go like, oh, that's an Easter egg that I don't remember, or oh, that's a West egg that I don't remember.
I think it's different than most things that you will be able to see on Broadway. It is one of the biggest shows that you could come see. So if you're looking for big spectacle, this is the show.